Macharia. I'm currently the principal St. Mary's School. Welcome to St. Mary's School.
My values, my identity. My values, my identity. My values, my identity.
So today I came to this school, St. Mary's School, Nairobi, to talk about values with the students and the teachers in charge of the IB program. And we are talking about my values, my identity. And we have captured 26 values from A to Z that are going to help the students have an idea, or rather present what they feel about the specific values that we shall be talking about. And this one will help the students in defining their core values and also knowing their personal values. Now this one we are doing because we know the major problem in our society is not really the buildings in our schools, the offices, or maybe the transport or all those things. It's mostly on the value system. What are the values that we are inculcating in the lives of these young people, in our homes, in our schools, in our churches, wherever they go? What are the values that we are talking about? And that's why today I'm so happy that we are here. The students will be presenting to us about my values, my identity. Let's listen to what they are going to say together with their teachers and the administration.
One of the most important values is honesty, that we have to constantly teach our children about how to be honest. Because if we embrace that value, then we are not likely to have conflicts within our own families and even in school, because the students will be able to be very honest with each other, very honest with the parents, and very honest with the teachers. The value of determination, that whatever we do, we should be very determined and we should work towards success. And with that spirit of determination, then we are bound to succeed in all our endeavors, in our academics, and anything else that we get involved in life. Thank you.
I welcome you to this session. We are talking about values, and values are foundational building blocks for every society, and St. Mary's School is not an exception. The IB2s have decided to share with you what they think about foundational building blocks of our lives, which is talking about human values.
My name is Jacqueline Otula. I am the IB Diploma Program Coordinator at St. Mary's School, Nairobi. And actually my designation is to steer these students in the diploma program to lifelong learning, so that at the end of the day they can be incredible citizens in the world. So we impress upon all our learners to harness the good virtues. So because we are interested in lifelong learning, and we are interested in students who can churn a good designation in their lives, we actually emphasize on values. Now I have with me a group of students from St. Mary's IB Diploma Program who are going to be emphasizing on each and every one of these values. I'd like you to take a moment, sit back, and enjoy this presentation by my students, because I'm very proud of the fact that they're able to harness these values and manifest them in society. So welcome, St. Mary's School, Nairobi.
Okay, so my name is Krishnan. I'm a student in St. Mary's School, Nairobi. And I'm here to talk about a certain value. The value I've chosen is self-confidence. Self-confidence is believing in your own self. It is a feeling that you have and in trust of yourself. Trusting your judgment, trusting your abilities, trusting anything that you can do. What's the importance of having self-confidence? Having self-confidence allows you to try new things, get outside your comfort zone, experience new things you wouldn't do in your normal day life. Another good thing with self-confidence is self-confidence makes you devote all your resources towards doing something that you enjoy. Therefore, there's really no procrastination that occurs when you're doing a certain subject or topic or anything. What are some of the challenges that people face when they're talking about self-confidence? Well, many people usually confuse self-confidence with arrogance, but it's not always the case. Arrogance is something very different, and that's a vice to have, while self-confidence is meant to be a value. So how can we build self-confidence? Self-confidence, you build it by not comparing yourself to other people, by believing in your own self, believing in the strengths that you have and accepting the weaknesses that you have. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alpha Lawi. I'll be tackling the virtue of yearning. So yearning basically means to long for something or to have a desire, a long desire for something. And as a virtue itself, it means that you have a desire for something, like you really want something good. You can have yearning for success, you can have yearning for independence, to stand for yourself, or you can have yearning for education, like education is life. So when you yearn for something, that means you want to get something, and that's the start of everything that you do. So basically means that for every step, for everything that you want in life, you must yearn for it first before you achieve it. So for everything that is achieved, you must start with yearning. Yes. When you have lack of vision, it will be so hard for you to yearn, because what drives you? Yearning makes you have that drive to get what you really want. Thank you.
My name is Nkatha Amondi Oganda from St. Mary's School, and I shall be talking about the value of discipline. Someone said that discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. I believe that discipline is loving yourself enough to hope that what you do now, even though you don't feel like doing it, is helpful for you. Our teacher used to tell us that discipline is doing what you can today in order to be happy tomorrow. You will not always feel like doing what you have to do, but you'll have to do it, and you are guaranteed happiness because of that discipline that you impose on yourself. The reason why we find it hard to be disciplined is because most of the time what we need to do is not what we feel like doing. You have to do your homework. You want to succeed, you have to work, but it's not always easy to work. You don't want to go to class and sit down and listen to lectures. You don't want to write notes. You don't want to read. It's not always fun. So I feel that's why people find it hard to be disciplined. Thank you.
My name is Kushil, and I'll be talking about Zina. I'm sure you haven't heard of that value, but I'm sure you've heard of hospitality, which is more known than zinnia. So, I mean, what would you like when you walk into someone's house? They give you a drink or they give you food or something. That's being hospitable. That's being kind, generous. And that's what people want to show their business. How do you give out your product? By being generous to people. How do you want to portray yourself? By being kind. That's what it basically all entails. Zinnia. So every business, every household needs to portray a good image, and the best way to do that is by being hospitable. What do you really want to make your guests feel? Like you want to make your guests feel like they're part of your house, and therefore hospitality is one of the key ingredients in portraying yourself as a very kind, generous person. And welcoming friends and family is one of the best feelings you'll ever have, and it really provides an environment of comfort and kindness. Yeah.
My name is Elsie Mungai, and the quality I'm going to talk about is timeliness. Timeliness is something that is very dear to me because it's a quality that was instilled in me when I was still a child. I always learned how to do my things on time, and this really helped me. Timeliness can be hard, especially when what you plan to do is not in your jurisdiction. You have to plan to allocate time for everything, and timeliness is important because it ensures that you do everything that you had planned to do in a day, and you don't waste time in doing things. It's something I try to instill in my friends also. Whenever I have to do something, I always plan ahead so that I don't waste any time, and that I can do everything that I planned to do within a specific time frame. If you have a lot of things to do, you have to categorize them and give them timelines and specific deadlines for you to have finished them. Thank you.
My name is Muthoni Nyamu, and I'll be talking about assertiveness. Assertiveness can be compared to confidence. Someone who's assertive is confident in expressing their own feelings and is not frightened by being rejection. So why be assertive? Being assertive helps you improve on your confidence. Two, it helps you develop a realistic self-image. This is how you view yourself, and you'll be able to build your confidence, have self-confidence. By being assertive, it eliminates any fear of regret or wishing you said something that you didn't. And it also helps you develop self-respect for your own opinions, and you'll be able to air your opinions without fear of rejection. Thank you.
My name is Germain Marcelo, and I'm in St. Mary's School. And I'm here to talk about this valuable trait called growth. So, what's growth? First of all, we shouldn't really put it as growth. We should call it more as a practice. You see, what do people say? Practice makes perfect. We should always strive to do our best, and if we want to maintain our best, we must always practice. And I'm talking about academics here, and those especially in sports, because if you don't practice, you're going to get left behind. Think of it as like in a race, for example, you get a head start, but if you don't do anything, if you don't really do anything, can you really reach the finish line and then win that goal of yours? Because honestly, in life, you can't really slack. You must work and work your best. The founders of Google, they started off really small. And so at that time, Google was just actually a small startup that came from a garage. And people didn't really knew them. And actually, the first server was literally built out of Legos. But now, they kept going and going. They kept walking and walking until you can see they've grown to such a size that they can't really disappear. So why don't you start walking as well?
Hi, my name is Kasuku, and I'm here to talk to you about leadership. Now, leadership is an act or simply the responsibility of taking charge of situations or of actions and of things you do on a daily basis. You could be a leader, let's say in the family setting as an older brother or an older sister, an older sibling. You could be a leader in terms of your area of specialization in school or at work. You could be a boss to other people. And with leadership comes humility, because as a leader, your main purpose is to serve the people who you lead and serve them with diligence and as humanly as possible. Good leaders of this world are highly recognized. You could say a leader like Nelson Mandela, he was a good leader because he led his people from the apartheid into nationalism and later on into getting independence of South Africa. We could also say Barack Obama was a good leader, being the first black American president. He set the pace for other presidents, and they are recognized for their leadership skills. What leadership qualities do you have? Thank you.
My name is Sarah Mutabaru, and I'll be talking about organization. Organization is like one of the most essential things in our lives, especially into our day-to-day activities from a younger age, where you are being told to arrange your own, where you're also being told to have a planner for your weekend. And also when we are in school, we're being told how we're supposed to manage our time and also be able to balance with our studies, our home life, and also social life, and also when we do our co-curricular activities. Organization is very important to the human life because, one, it enables us to save more on time, whereby when we are able to organize our activities for the day, we won't have the rush and the hurry to slot in few activities and maybe the time might not be enough. And through saving time, you're able to manage so many activities in a manner that through using a planner or a diary that you write down your activities, you're able to know from this time I'm expected to maybe read. From this other time I'm expected to maybe participate in a tournament or in any activity that you're required to participate on. It enables you to manage your time. It will save you a lot than cost you a lot later in the future. To cap it all on organization, I could say that it's a system. When I say a system, it's the acronym for saving your space, time, energy, and money. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniel Karega. I school here at St. Mary's, and today I want to talk about my word, which is quantity. And what I can say quantity is a distinctive characteristic or feature possessed by an individual or something. It can help in day-to-life basis, in speech, in interactions with other people, and basically build oneself, even emotionally, as one carries himself in a day-to-day basis. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Eugene, and I'm here to talk about virtue, and my virtue today is being balanced. Being balanced is all about having a moderation between everything you do every day. For a student, being balanced, like me, I'm in IB and I have 6 subjects, so I don't have to show biasness in one subject. So I have to be balanced and look at my strengths and my weaknesses in order to achieve an equilibrium. Every day we're all given 24 hours, but it's never about how much time you spend in doing something. It's about how balanced your day was. Did you eat right? Did you spend more time with your family? Did you take care of your health, your education? Did you have any progression? Did you achieve a dream that you meant to achieve? So being balanced in life is all about making sure at the end of the day you don't have any regrets of anything that you didn't do that day. So we all live a life where by the end, on our deathbeds, on the end of time, we should ask ourselves, did we do everything that we're meant to do on this earth, or we have regrets on things we didn't do? So being balanced is all about not having your last words as I wish I had, why didn't I do, but answering yourself or reflecting back on life with, thank God I did this and this. Now that I'm on my deathbed, I'm glad that I have achieved the following. So that's all about being balanced. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Kieran and I'm here today to speak about knowledge from St. Mary's School. Knowledge is the range of one's information or understanding. The two aspects of knowledge, which is personal knowledge and shared knowledge. Personal knowledge is knowledge that is known to one person. It's a knowledge that they know, but shared knowledge is knowledge that is common to all of us. Therefore, it is good to be knowledgeable, because once you know about something or you know something, you'll be able to distinguish between what's right and what's wrong. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jason Danawendo, and today I'll be talking about vision. Now, vision is basically planning for the future based on your imagination and dreams. And these dreams, it's not a matter of how small they are, but they can be big, and they have to be big so that they can make you strive to be the best you can be in life. And vision also, it constantly changes as you get older and older based on your interests and priorities at that age and at that point in time. And why it's so important is because once you have a vision, you'll never give up towards achieving it, and you'll always plan your life based on what you're willing to do, what you're willing to start, to stop, and to sacrifice in order to achieve a vision which will give you an extraordinary life. And to have a good vision, you need to exercise some qualities such as confidence in that vision and also patience, because if a vision is very big, it will take some time before you're able to achieve it, especially if it's something that will make you the best you'll ever be in life. And also you'll need consistency, and to be able to have consistent drive towards your vision, you need to constantly have personal time, maybe have personal time once every month, and constantly remotivate yourself. And then also you need to have at least a mentor that will be constantly checking up on you and motivating you in everything that you do. Thank you.
My name is Olivia, and I'll be taking you through the value of consistency. So what is consistency? It's the ability to do something without fail. With consistency also comes perseverance. For example, when you go to the gym and you expect to see results, you have to be consistent when you're going to the gym. But if you're not consistent enough when you're going to the gym, then definitely you'll not see results. So I personally think that consistency is a value that each of us should have in our lives, and it also helps us to be organized. Thank you.
Piere Habimana, honesty. Honesty is being truthful. It's the act of being truthful and not deceiving people, not acting deceitful in any sort of way. So the challenges that come with honesty is partially knowing what the truth is, just being knowledgeable about what information you're taking in and how you process and relay that information and what you choose to do with it. For example, if someone has done something wrong, you should be honest. It's your job to report. You shouldn't keep quiet or lie about what someone has done. You should be truthful and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth in any given setting. Honesty is one of the most important qualities in a good, truthful person who does the right thing every single time. Okay, in essence, don't omit information or lie. It starts with a white lie, but it can quickly spare a lot of control and turn into a really big lie where a lot of people can get hurt from it. So remember that one of the most important things about being a good person is honesty. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ricket Kocha. I am a student in St. Mary's School. I'm here today to talk about responsibility. Responsibility is accountability and being liable for something that you are doing. When you are responsible, you are able to be, you'll have self-esteem and you will be working more efficiently. For example, in businesses today, if you are more responsible, you are likely to be employed and get a higher position, which means that the owners or the people that are ahead of you will know that because you are responsible, you can have more workload to handle and you will do it much more efficiently. The challenges that come with responsibility is time management. If you do not have time management, you will not do your tasks the way you would want to, and quality over quantity. Another thing that affects responsibility is self-worth. Now, people take responsibility like they cannot balance between work, their personal life, and their duties every single day. But if you can take responsibility effectively and consistently, you can achieve whatever you want to do. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Obwe, and today we will talk about fortitude. So, fortitude is the moral courage that we possess in the face of adversity to ensure that we choose the high road, we take the good path. Fortitude is a character that has been mostly related to with martyrs, that even when they're faced with death, they choose to take the high road, to take the correct path, to take the hard way through. You see, fortitude mostly is based on faith. and having the courage to proclaim what is good about our faith, or choosing the best decision, especially when those around us feel otherwise. Fortitude is something that takes time and takes discipline to build. Not all of us possess it, but most of us desire it. It is my urge, it is my deepest prayer that all of us will develop the fortitude that we need to become good apostles and saints that we have all been called to.
My name is Maya, and I'll be speaking about the value moderation. Moderation is having a balance between two extremes, or to eliminate excess in your lifestyle. But why is moderation an important value to have? Well, if you don't have moderation, it's very hard to find a balance in your life. Moderation means that, yeah, you do exercise, but you don't do too much exercise that tires you out and stops you from doing everything else, but enough, just enough to give you the right balance. Moderation also means that in the way you speak, in the way you work, you do everything balanced. In your life, you have a balance between the good times, the fun times, and the times you need to work, you need to put down time to do things that are important so that your life is successful. Moderation applies to every aspect of your life. Moderation can be applied even in food. All food is healthy when eaten in moderation. But if you have it in excess, or you have too little of it, that's when you start falling sick and you get unhealthy. Moderation can also be applied to your financial life or to your school life. In your financial life, if you overspend and you're borrowing from people, that's an excess. However, if you spend what you have, you save, you end up having a very nice bank account. At the same time, moderation in school life, which personally applies to me, is balancing between my friends and my work. Sometimes it's very easy to put that work on the side, that assignment that's due, and just focus on your friends for a bit, you know? But it's good to have a balance. If something's due tomorrow, you can go and chill with your friends. A bit later, finish the work first. Moderation is balance in life, and it's important for all of us to balance. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Farah Salam, and I will be dealing with improvement. Now, what is improvement? Improvement is to improve from one level to another, to change the quality of something from its regular to a higher point. What is to improve? To improve is to change the quality or the level of something. It is very similar to improvement, but to improve is the element of improvement. And why I think improvement is so important? Because to improve is to improve in many different aspects of our life. You can improve in terms of your discipline, you can improve in terms of your character, you can improve in terms of your social life. You can decide to improve in terms of your grade. Take your grade from one level to another. To take your school life and your number of friends from one level to another. Improvement is very, very important and very key to our lives, because as human beings, it is our natural responsibility to improve and to reach one level or a higher level than we originally were. That is what we were meant to be as people. I would hope that as IB and as St. Mary's and those who are watching, that you would seek to improve in life, for that's what we've been truly called to do. Thank you.
My name is Amoa. The value I'm talking about is understanding. Understanding it's to be able to put yourself in someone's shoe. It is important to understand whatever you are doing so that you can make the right decision. It's also important to it also make you respectful to other people. Thank you.
My name is Maxi Lemo. I'm going to be talking about patience. Patience is the ability to endure hardship before negativity entails. So in the case, let me use an example. In the case of the Nairobi traffic, you are able to sit and wait as cars move and not overtake or do anything. Or you're talked to by someone and you're talked to rudely and you don't talk back to them. You sit and you just listen to them. That is patience.
My name is Ashley Banhaya from Martha,
and I'll be talking about necessity. So necessity is basically the need to do or prioritize the things that are most important to you in a positive way. And as we all know, necessity is the mother of invention, which means that only when you're put in a situation to actually think about something is when you actually need it. So it's necessary to be relevant in life as a student, in every place that you are, and prioritize things in the correct way so that you can achieve what you want.
My name is Chisimogeni. Today I'm going to be talking about zeal, which is basically being excited about things, having morale, being motivated to carry out different things. I think especially in academics and subjects you have to have zeal to succeed in them, because if you're not excited, if you're not motivated, if you're not eager to learn, then you won't succeed. Yeah, so zeal, although underlying, is actually very important. It's like a small part of the backbone of a successful student.
My name is Kelly Minor. I'm IB2, and I will be talking about the virtue of winning. What is winning? Winning is achieving your goals that you set out in life for you.
To be a winner, you need to be motivated and yourself need to believe that you can make it. For example, you can be a winner in school, in class, you get a passing grade, you're a winner. You can be a winner during sports days in Ghana, you come out #1, you get the gold medal. That feeling of achievement is winning.
Today I may just touch on one of the values of justice, which actually means fairness. And when in the midst as an educator, one of my most integral objectives is to actually emphasize the idea of equal treatment for all learners, and that is what justice is about. It is fairness, it is egalitarianism, and going out of one's way to make sure that everybody is treated fairly and equally. It is about equity, it is about being unbiased, it is about emphasizing on the virtue that in society everybody deserves a place, and they can only get this rightful place when they are treated fairly and when they are treated equally.
Determination. Determination is simply the endurance to stay focused until the end. Determination is needed by everybody, especially students who find themselves in schools where they have to take the decisions on their own. Determination is like the fuel for human life, just as cars will need fuel to move. With determination, you can achieve your goals. Thank you.
My name is Samuel Kanja. Today we are talking about excellence. Excellence is a word that means always being at your personal best, giving it your all, and performing at that optimal level in everything that you are going to do. Excellence is a moving word, it's a moving target where it keeps changing. It is not static, meaning that every time you keep changing where your excellence is. And excellence is the fruit of all the other values. They are supposed to lead to excellence. And most people who choose not to be excellent, they remain average, they remain in mediocrity, where they just perform normally and they are okay with it. Excellence is where you put all your effort and you are proud of the results that you get. And excellence means that you can only have failure if you don't perform at your personal best. So we must ensure that all the values that we are going to talk about have led us to excellence, so that you feel there are no regrets of what you would have done better. You feel that you have done everything that you are supposed to do, and you feel that you have given it your best shot, so that is what defines your excellence. And excellence is not perfection. Excellence is not lack of errors. Excellence is how you react to the errors, you react to the mistakes, the way you resolve to be a better person daily, continuous improvement. That is excellence.
So once again, welcome to St. Mary's School. We have been talking about values, and my emphasis has been on three very important values that we need to inculcate in our pupils and our students. The first value that we inculcate is the value of honesty. And we train and teach our students to be honest all the time, because honesty is a great virtue. And the second value that we inculcate in our students is the value of integrity, because we like all our students to be people who have self-respect. They respect themselves, they respect teachers, they respect parents, and they respect the entire society. The third value that we emphasize so much in St. Mary's is the value of determination, that we are all the time determined to achieve our goals and objectives. We feel when we embrace these values, they will lead us to greater heights of success. So our students all the time should be students full of integrity, students who are honest, and students who are guided by self-determination. Thank you very much.